this little book of bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Have a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke away longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. Bubbly, look at the cash, bubbly, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbly. Look at the cash, bubbly. Look at the cash, bubbly. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all in nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. Ferragamo stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. After like a 9/11 folks. Matte back, liquor clean. Dead president and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here, empty your pockets. I don't do that. You might press me. You know what I tell you? Get over here. He's gonna get nasty.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbly. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbly. Look at the cash.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
I got you.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Able to spin free. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Get over there. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Fights off the defender. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now out come the Steelers. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, got 20!
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Shorty! Lefty!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Rip. Lion.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin.
On the ball. Please. Here, shift. Grab.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Flush to his right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now Wentz on third down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
11.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Garoppolo now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
12.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
12.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's got Moncrief. A good pickup there at 22. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11.
On first down, Garoppolo. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
By 20.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
11.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the Field. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the taunts. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Run.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
81. Get over there. Let's go.
Wentz now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And the pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Lucky 56.
A final shot before the break. Rudolph flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And he knocks it through. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Connor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run with Connor, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. On 3rd down, it's Connor, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Blitz 5-2. 46 down, man. 5-4.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
On the line.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Sunday.
4 down.
Oh.
Watch 89. Watch 89. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Black, come on. That's it.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Great, great. Hey, other side, solid, solid. Black, come on.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
And no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey. 4 down.
Again, it's counter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's counter. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. My music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Wentz looking very much like his pre-injury self. He's got the Eagles on the move with a 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Twisting away. And now running right through it. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?